enter the Razer Phone, the first phone to dare bring a high refresh rate screen to the traditional Android markets. An impressive 120Hz IGZO screen is easily the single most impressive novelty, but the rest of the spec sheet is painting a pretty solid 2017 flagship picture. Razer managed to achieve fluent frame rates all the way up to 120, just enough to saturate the maximum 120Hz refresh rate of the panel. In reality, the Snapdragon 835 powering the Razer Phone is just as powerful as that on other flagships, but once you experience the smoothness of the high refresh rate operation, you would wish you would never have to look back to conventional displays. The Razer Phone finds itself in desperate need of some restitution. Its massive 4000 mAh battery shows plenty of potential on paper. Considering all the supposed energy-saving factors we discussed in the displayed chapter, we were really hoping for a spectacular battery endurance rating. Unfortunately, this is not quite what the numbers show. Razer actually went for a near-stock ROM on its ambassador Android device. The handset runs a surprisingly clean Android 7.1.1 Nougat ROM, with a very minimal app package on top. It is good to see that Razer oriented itself quickly in the Android realm and the performance benefits of a bloat-free OS. The Razer Phone is powered by the same Snapdragon 835 we have already seen and thoroughly tested in most of this year's flagship devices. Naturally, Razer decided to throw the 8GB RAM number around as well. Like we have said before, it is hardly a game changer within the current state of the Android OS, resource management and typical mobile app loads. Dual 12MP snappers. There's no real point in beating about the bush here. Camera was clearly not a priority for Razer. On paper, the dual main setup looks decent enough, which is probably good enough for the PR effort. However, most every aspect of Razer's first smartphone camera experience is underwhelming. Razer also implemented some form of EIS in 1080p mode, which we do appreciate. However, it definitely needs some work, as it tends to randomly drift the viewfinder sideways from time to time, especially while the phone is sitting stationary on a tripod. Also, it has a weird inertia effect to it with sudden movements. 4K videos get recorded in AVC format, with an AAC audio stream. Bitrate stays solid at about 42 megabytes per second, accompanied by a 96 kilobytes per second stereo audio stream. The only number that rubs us the wrong way here is the 30 FPS. To Razer's credit, the video never dips below that 30 FPS mark. Then again, this is hardly a surprise, considering the capabilities of the Snapdragon 835.